What's going on, guys? Yeah, I'm back. It's repeat and ready to take the trucks from Eldora to Victory Lane. Man, it's going to be great. It's going to be a lot of time playing in the mud today. We got about 20 trucks that are going to be out on track, just slinging the mud everywhere. I can't wait to actually get there. These guys going. It's going to be amazing. A little bit of a change. They're all actually going to do group qualifying today, so I really don't have a whole lot of time to talk right now. But yeah, 20 trucks, Eldora, playing in the mud, fast times. It's gonna be great. But as always, again, since we're on a little bit of a time crunch, I'm going to kick this over to Madison Rising. Again, want to thank those guys for allowing us to use their national anthem at the onset of every NNR race. And by the way, again, all NNR activity will take place right here on this Twitch channel. So Tuesdays will be the next race with the Xfinity guys. Thursday night with the Cup guys. The only reason we're running a little early today, or actually a lot early today, is because of the Super Bowl that's going to kick off right around 9 o'clock. So that's where we're at. But yeah, without further ado, ladies and gents, please go ahead and stand, remove your hats. Here's Madison Rising.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red blast, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land under the fray, and the home of the brave? Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to rename the name of the brave. We are the U.S. of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. This land of the brave, the U.S. of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land under the fray?
again, one a big thank you to Madison Rising for allowing us to use their national anthem and video. Um, Man, it's gonna be a great race. Uh, I actually reached out to them and they were glad to oblige. Please, by all means, head on over to YouTube, Facebook, or Google, whatever. Look them up. Madison Rising is an amazing group made up of veterans. I believe that the lead singer is a veteran of the United States Air Force. So kind of soft spot for me right there. Also, being a veteran of the U.S. Air Force Security Forces. So yeah, uh, again, big thank you to Madison Rising. They will be our national anthem provider for the entire 2019 season. But yeah, tonight it is again all about the mud here at Eldora. It's, one and only. So gotta absolutely can't wait for that. I'm going to go ahead and get our points up on the board here. I have redone the points. There's the points. Got to get. Um, let's see. Let's get. Where is it? There's our NNR info, and there's that. All right. Um, but yeah, yeah, Evil Within, thank you very much for checking in. Big thanks to Madison Rising as well. I will have the streams of both Carol and um, Cowboy Matt up today. It looks like right now they are just about. I hope they don't forget me.
We're just about to start qualifying, Pete.
All right, awesome. Thank you very much. Yeah, I got your party invite, but I can't be in a party and OBS at the same time. So yeah, um, just have to kind of let me know.
Yeah, it would have been easier for me to let you know in the party, but I got you, bud.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it.
yeah. If I'm in the party while the national anthem is going, the party overrides the national anthem. That's why I backed out real quick. But all right. So yeah, I've got Cowboy Match stream and I've got Carol stream up. Just please don't forget me when it comes time or gets closer to going green. Um, I'm excited about getting this set off. Even within, I saw you in there. Who's your? Do you have a horse in this race tonight? Are any favorites for you?
Um, I don't know. Cowboy, he seemed pretty fast during our little practice sessions we were doing.
Okay, all right.
Jelly Roll obviously has been talking all week, actually all season
Oh yeah,
about this race. So
oh yeah.
we'll see.
Him and Soroka, and I just found out today that so Rowdy Burns actually came from dirt. So did Double J, which I didn't know that either. So
Yep.
it's gonna be great to see what they're all capable of. I was actually watching Cowboy. I was watching Cowboy Matt during practice, and he was phenomenal around that inside line all the way around. So it's gonna be it's gonna be great to see how each truck handles themselves in traffic once things get going. Um, but I want to take a quick second while the stream was offline. I do want to say real quick, Realtree8, thank you very much for the follow. It looks like you followed just after the Talladega race ended or at the very end during the post-race interviews. Thank you very much for the follow. Dad Gamer Swiss, thank you very much for the follow off the suggestion of Striker. Great to have you. And KY, or I'm guessing that's Kentucky CWB 357. I think you joined earlier when we were in a party with Chaos Outlaw. So if you're watching the stream, thank you very much for the follow as well. We're getting there. We're up to just about 150 followers. Can't wait for this race to kick off. Evil Within is saying Soroka is going to take it all. Mountaineers saying, thank God for this truck race. Nothing good on tonight. Yeah, definitely nothing good on. I don't have a care in the world who wins the Super Bowl between the 49ers and the Chiefs. It kind of actually makes kind of reminds me of an old Western movie, the 49ers heading out towards California to go panhandle and having to go through Indian country to stay alive. So, hey, who knows? We'll have to see. Um, but I'm more in it for the commercials and a halftime show. That's it. Then after that, I gotta go to bed. But let's see. Fast and Loud Racing is saying, "Let's go Team Ramrod." Soroka is gonna be in it for the win tonight. I'm right there with you. You can't get past a back in the day we had road course ringers. They'd bring in special people to win at Watkins Glen or Sonoma or whatever. I think tonight one of these road course ringers will take it. Although I tell you what, Soroka's been pretty stout this whole season. He's sitting like second or third in points. Second points as it scrolling across the bottom of your screen. He's only 40 points behind Watt Racing, last year's season champ. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up a stream here. I've actually got the stream. Again, I'll have the stream of both Carol and Cowboy Matt. Um, by the way, big shout out to Carol. I know we've been running Ethan strong all week, and we continue to really hope and pray for Ethan. Ethan is an 18-month-old boy that is very he's very well. His time is critical. I actually got a chance to talk to Jelly Roll yesterday or earlier today, and every time they take this baby off the monitor, his heart can't handle it. So when we all say that we're really keeping Jelly Roll and his whole family and Ethan in our thoughts, it's no exaggeration. When we say that we're all running Ethan strong, it's with the strongest of hopes that this 18-month-old baby can really pull through and have a very fulfilling life. But also, we got to throw our heartfelt wishes and thoughts out to Carol as well. Last 48 hours, he unfortunately lost his grandfather, so there's a little bit of that all going around. You're definitely all in our thoughts and prayers, and we want you to know that we've all got your back. But yeah, Mountaineer, thank you very much for joining. I appreciate it. Hope not too busy at work tonight. Let's see. Let me switch over to Carol Stream. No, he's also just kind of hanging out on pit road right now. Probably not going to qualify. Going to start tail end Charlie. Um, Mountaineer, who do you have for tonight? As we continue to wait for qualifying to be done. Originally, I kicked off the stream a little early, thinking that it was just going to be just a heat race, but it's they're actually going to do one by one traditional qualifying, so it's going to take a little bit longer. You figure about 20 seconds per truck, and I'm guessing Carol's probably sending 5, maybe 6 trucks out at a time, maybe a little less, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Let's take a look here. I did send out a tweet earlier letting everybody know. I originally thought I sent one out very early this morning, and then I went back into the drafts, and hey, what do you know? There it was. Let's take a look here. Nope, Stout is not running tonight, or today. So used to saying tonight. Nope, Stout's not in that 60 truck, I believe it was. Um, Stout is taking the time to be with his family, um, and do his thing. Let's see. Now, I believe the only Cup driver or Xfinity. No, I think the only one that's in there is God Power, taking the place as admin for Fort Smith. But no, He's nope. Stout's not in here. If Mountaineer, if you're looking for somebody to pick today, I'd probably go with one of those dirt guys. Soroka, Jelly Roll, Cowboy. I'm not well, even Cowboy Matt. I was watching him earlier, and yeah, he was all about it. Really hugging the inside barriers through the corner while staying in the throttle. He was getting in there. He was digging. Looks like qualifying is about wrapped up, so we'll have our green flag here pretty soon. It shouldn't be too much longer. Mountaineer's going to go ahead and take Jelly Roll, and as a sentimental favorite, I gotta be right there with you. Um, Looks like and oh yeah, by the way, guys, if any of you are logged in from your Xbox, watching the stream on Xbox, I guess today's a free day to go ahead and change your gamer tag. So if you had any thought of changing your gamer tag, but didn't want to pay the $10, you can go ahead and change it today, and there's no charge. Gingals, thanks for checking into the stream. Coey, thank you very much. Um, Let's see. Ingalls is saying he's thinking God Power. Soroka is going to get it done. God Power is fast. He's running right around a 2, if I'm not mistaken. I saw earlier. I saw Jelly Roll run a flat, so I know that he's got a fast truck. Um, yeah, it's gonna be great. But yeah, you know what? I've gotta go with Jelly. Sentimental favorite. He's got a fast truck. He's him. He was actually hoping that he and Soroka would not end up battling it out. That they want to try to get as many guys a lap down. That way, when it came time to get in and get some tires, or I'm sorry, that during pit stops they were able to take tires. I guess these tires don't wear the same as they do anywhere else. He called it. It was a different term, but yeah, they're hoping to get out there, get lead laps early, and really show these non-dirt regulars what they're capable of doing. Coey's saying Soroka and Rowdy on the front row. So Rowdy, another one. I didn't know that he came from a dirt background. He put it out there earlier in a team chat saying, I wonder why Pete never introduces me like he does Soroka and Jelly Roll as coming from dirt. I didn't know Jelly Roll did that, or uh, Rowdy did that. And see that you learn
About
something
to
new all the
send you
time.
the invites, Pete.
Thank you very much, Carol. I appreciate you, sir.
All right, thank you, buddy.
Yep. Good luck, man. That is Carol. That was Carol. I will have his stream up as well as Cowboy Matt's to keep an eye on laps and stages and all that. I'll try to get around the field as much as I can. Since it's just going to be me in the booth this afternoon, I should be able to work my way around as much as possible. Let's take a look. Knights is saying he's going to go for Jelly and Carol. Yeah, the two absolute sentimental favorites. I got to agree with you, Knights. Still did not get that invite, so I'm kind of hanging in here.
Carol,
Looks like they're
repaused it.
paused. Yep.
I'm gonna send you an invite now. I'll let you know when to accept it.
10-4, thank you. That'll the voice that you guys are hearing right now. That's actually uh, the what truck are you in, Godpower?
I'm in the one truck.
You're in a one truck. I should have known. Yeah, so we'll have God Power as our in race reporter. I think for a while. I'm not sure if he's going to stick around the whole race, but any immediate questions that I can't find on the stream, maybe a driver that's a custom truck that I can't see, but we'll have might have God Power as a reference. All right, I see y'all are entering now. Go ahead and send an invite over, please. There it is. All right. Let's get in here. And let's get this thing kicked off. Let's sling some mud. Nope. Carol's not going any laps down. Carol is going to finish on the lead lap, I would say P4. That's my
You're good to
prediction for
accept that now,
Carroll.
Pete.
Say what?
I say you're good to accept that now.
Yep, I got it. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Good luck, man.
Yeah, you too.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna get this kicked off. Now, guys, if you've never watched a race from Eldora, they are throwing these trucks sideways. I mean, you heard the song "Slideways" by Dirks Bentley. Yeah, that's what these guys are. They are gonna be slideways. Um, who do I have winning the actual 500? You know what? I've got to actually go with MTJ. Truex Jr. I've been a fan of his quite a long time. They are going to take a couple of pace laps here. Looks like you got Soroka in the 13, and I think you know what. All right, guys, we're going to do this again, and this one it's for both Jelly and also for Carol. So let's make this let's do this right. All right, there we go. All right, yeah, we are back running Ethan Strong. I thought they were gonna do a little bit of a salute. There we go. All right, we're just gonna go ahead and line them up. It looks like gonna get these guys 3 and 4 wide. They're gonna get into position here. There we go. There it is, guys. There it is. Um, just getting into position. It's kind of hard to do it when it's completely unpracticed, but they're doing the very best that they can. A 4 wide salute for Ethan Strong and also for Carol's grandfather, who unfortunately passed here within the last couple of days. Usually they do this for anybody that is passed. So I think the last time they did it was for a wing kart racer that passed away. But yeah, here we go, guys. Your 4 wide salute from your NNR truck drivers. Got to give them a big round of applause. They're this is all on the fly. They didn't sit here in a practice beforehand and say, hey, can we do this? Or let's try this out. They just said, okay, here we are. So, yeah, can you imagine, Ingles, if they dropped the green 4 wide? Holy cow, that'd be amazing. Good thing they're not running strict cautions tonight, huh? That would be pretty cool. But yeah, this again a tribute to baby Ethan Strong, Jelly Roll boy. That's why everybody's kind of got that sentimental favorite. Great run by those guys, and also to Carol's grandfather. So yeah, now we're gonna line them back up, and I'm gonna get back to the 13 truck of Soroka with the 69 of Rowdy Burns to his outside. And then we got the 27 of Jelly Roll. Again, 3 of your top dirt guys making up the front row. Then we've got the 6 truck here of Shadowlack. I heard he had a pretty fast tune. There's the 88 of Watt Racing, last year's champion. Then we got God Power in the 1. We got the 8 truck of Adsville, brand new guy to NNR, and it looks like we're gonna take him off green. I'm gonna get back up towards Soroka as quick as I can, and watch how these guys end up throwing it into the corners, still going through. Here we go. So yeah, we were talking about really getting sideways, getting into the corner, whether you're going to run the high line, run the low line, or where you're going to go. But you definitely see the rear end of these trucks kind of getting a little askew. I'm actually the truck that's back there in 4th place. He is so covered in mud you can barely see his truck at times until it comes out of the cloud. Mountaineer saying Asbill is pretty good. I don't think I've ever run against him, and it looks like we are under our first caution, no doubt. This is all new to a lot of these guys. We got 20 trucks on track. You got to give these guys, non-dirt guys, who are mostly just asphalt, a lot of credit to get in here, practice, run their laps, get things going, and try to stay up and try to stay competitive without looping it around. I give these guys all the credit in the world. So it looks, I'm going to get over to either Coey or Cowboy Matt's stream, and see how many laps it takes to complete stage one. It's only, I think it was like 119 laps or something like that, was going to complete the full race. And when you're going around lap after lap, 19 seconds, or as close to 19 seconds as you can, you're doing pretty well. It looks like they're on lap 9 of 40, so 40 laps more to complete stage one. As we see the 12 of Double J getting a really big run on the high side. He's going to try to complete that pass of the 13 Sorga. It looks like he was able to do it. He's going to continue to stay up high, but there was actually somebody else a little bit higher. Let's check back in with the 27 of Jelly Roll. Let's see if we can actually see how Jelly Roll picks his way through this traffic. You know he's going to have to deal with it. Here we are up front, 2 and 3 wide, getting down into the corner. Looks like this is 2 and, no, that was, okay, so that was 3, no, that was, yeah, 1 and 2, going down 3 and 4. And when I was watching Cowboy Match stream earlier, he was really pinching that concrete barrier with the bumper of his truck, doing a great job of throwing it in there, keeping it in the gas, getting the truck turned to the left while still steering to the right, as you just almost saw Jelly Roll do, but was able to keep it going by the 51 of KG Swats. But let me go ahead and get back to my stream here. All right. Let's see. Yep, I moved the NNR banner down to the bottom, a little bit better, so that way everybody can see the track we're at. I mean, you obviously can see it just from the dirt, but why hide the name Eldora up top if I don't have to? Yeah, great racing so far. I'm going to continue to work my way through. I have no doubt in my mind there will be action all over this track tonight. As you see the 88 of Watt Racing take a little bit of a door shot, but he's able to keep it going and recover. Look at the rooster tails of the dirt coming off the trucks in front of Watt Racing. That's, man, what a change in the graphics between Heat 3 and Heat 4. Or maybe they were there in 3, just not as defined, I don't know. But I see him now, and man, they are digging, literally. Let's get back here to the one truck of God Power, right to the inside of Double J, fighting really, really hard. 12 of Double J is going to keep him pinched down the best that he can. Maybe try to avoid or keep the one truck from having that run off the corner that he really needs. 12 and 1, side by side, door to door. One's going to have a run. 12's going to keep the momentum on that high side. I did hear somebody say earlier, you can run the high side and keep speed up. It really looks like Double J is able to do just that. He's still by the right rear quarter panel of the one. Looks like the one will have him cleared here, and as the 12 Double J is going to duck in behind him. Man, what a that was pretty cool. Let's keep this going. There's the 33 now outside the 8. Close corner. Whoa, 51, almost up on 2 wheels. So is the 8 of Asbel, and I have no doubt in my mind that will cause a caution. Second one of the race, but pretty good racing before all that happened. Boy, man, I think I need a swig. Let's that's okay. All right. Smitty, good to see you. Although you're not in the booth with me like you said you were going to. Liar. But let's keep it going here. All right, Trippy Main. Sully is a new guy, another one that's joined the NNR ranks, just like Asbel. All right, back on the 13. Whoa, a close-up number. 13 with the 6 to his outside. Let's see who's able to get that dug into the corner the best. 6 is gonna go really wide. It's gonna try to keep right in the rooster tails of this third team, going back into 3 and 4, and it looks like he's able to clear the truck of Rowdy Burns. Tail end Charlie here. Here's Shadowlack. Now, I mentioned earlier that if you've ever wanted to change your gamer tag, and you didn't want to spend the $10 or whatever, you can actually go and do that today, and it's free of charge. Go over to the settings, either online or through your Xbox, and look for that gamer tag that you want. Maybe just like Shadowlack, where you see on the lower left of the screen, it says NNR Shadowlack. He's shown a little bit of his dedication towards our community, and it's absolutely appreciated. I believe Carol did the same thing, and I know Jelly Roll, he's changed his. It's now NNR Jelly Roll, so it's good to see more and more people getting behind this community. It's like I said before many times, this is not just a league. We do a lot together. We were all actually talking about which tracks we were going to be going to this year. Country Girl, thank you very much for joining in. I'm sure Matt's got a really strong truck. I was watching him in practice earlier, and he had the nose of his truck pointed towards the wall as he was making his way through 1, 2, and then again 3 and 4. Let's keep going. Here's NNR Duman. He's had the NNR in front of his name for a while now. Here's Double J. Here's Trippy Main right behind the 90. Old Papa Bear. I was talking to Papa Bear pre-race, saying it was actually pretty cool that his daughter got to watch him race a little bit at Talladega last week. She sent me a message through the chat saying, "Hey, where's Papa Bear?" And then she made it known that was her dad. So I got to his truck as quick as I could, and or his Xfinity car rather. And yeah, we hung around with Papa Bear for a little bit. She broadcasted it on Facebook, so that was really cool to see. Let's see, IHE53. Thank you again for the follow last week. This is Can Racing 46. Dirt is a whole different creature. It moves and changes the race as it runs dirt in the game and in real life. Oh yeah, you hear all the time about the cushion moving and whatnot in dirt. Yeah, dirt is completely different than asphalt. You got to really throw it in. You're turning right and you're turning left in order to come up. It's way different. Let me see here. Country Girl is saying to go to Matt's truck. There's a reason to say that. Let's see if I can go ahead and find Matt. There's looks like the 16 having a little bit of difficulty. Here's the 17 in Novocaine, brand new, also to NNR. Lone Star Racer. There's Carol. Here's, I'm sure this is probably your leader right here, unless this truck in front of him is, but I can't be 100% sure. I imagine it is. There's Rowdy Burns. I mentioned NNR Jelly Roll. Again, Jelly Roll changed over his. Mike and Ike. Well, thank you very much for joining. Your sister was in here wanting to know how your dad was doing last week, and in pre-race, I was talking to him. I guess y'all are in some kind of a family chat, which is really cool, and he was trying to get you to tune in to check him out. Please go on up, smash that follow button, or if you're capable of supporting the stream, hit subscribe. You'll always know. Hit the notifications every time we go live, whether it's on Sundays. Ooh, 27 around right in front of traffic. That might cause a pileup, and it might be caution. Not quite sure. 27 Jelly Roll. He definitely got run over. Yeah. Big wreck. You see the 9 of Carol into the inside wall. There's the 45. All right, so this is our third caution. Let's see. Yeah, that was also something that Jelly Roll was telling the Mountaineers, that they shortened the character He wanted to keep the full jelly, the 2 L's in his gamer tag, but they weren't able to, so he had to shorten it up to just 1 L. Let's see. I know, country girl. I know. I like smashing buttons, though. Here's the 88 of Watt inside the 09. Here's the one of God Power. As we'll do, man. Try to find old Cowboy Matt here. Sully, new driver. Hey! He changed his also. I did not know that. Welcome to NNR, Cowboy. That's pretty cool. Coey, I tell you, you're drawing more dedication from our drivers, and that's pretty cool. Country Girl, thank you very much for that suggestion. But yeah, whether you watch this now or watch it later, please by all means go on up and slightly tag. Okay, just slightly tag the the subscribe or the follow button. Hit the notifications. Hit that notifications button with a baseball bat. Okay. And then go ahead and drop a cinder block on the rest of it. Just let's see. That's pretty cool. Yeah. But here's Rowdy. Got about 20 trucks on track tonight. Jelly Roll is definitely having a little bit of a harder time working his way through traffic than I'm sure he would have liked. But again, there's a lot of really good guys in here. I'm sure not a whole lot that are his caliber, but yeah, all the same, it's pretty cool. Let's keep going through. Here's that Aswell again. Q-Man giving a big shove to that 12 truck of Double J. A little bit of contact behind him as they were just 3 wide, but they were able to sort it out. Nobody really ended up in the wall. Nobody went around. Just a lot of hard driving, big digging. See Dewman trying to work his way back up to the rear bumper of that 12 and work his way on by him. But again, I learned something today about Double J that I did not know. He actually came from dirt. So let's see. Here's the back to Trigger Main. Sully in the 7 really seems like he's handling himself pretty well on the inside of this 45. It's good to see Duncan back in the truck. It's not very many people that join the community, and the very first week they go to Victory Lane. But Duncan was able to complete that feat when we were at the Roval here in the truck. So big deal by him, as it looks like our 4th caution is going to fly tonight. Let's see.
Man, yeah, I will tell you, this is some crazy racing about mid-pack. You're all trying to defend and be on offense at the same time. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, it's been crazy watching. I mean, 2 wide, 3 wide, a little bit of door action. I was with you and Double J when you guys were really getting after each other. So, what are the track conditions like right now, God Power?
It's a lot tighter than what it has been when I was on practice. It's throwing me for a curveball.
No doubt. Well, good luck as you're getting ready to go back green here, bud. Looks like we're gonna have the 7 on the inside of the 13 of Soroka here on this restart. Looks like we got quite a few, but you know what? God Power is just talking about all the action in the middle of the pack and towards the back. So I'm actually going to come back here with Rowdy Burns and see how he's able to navigate around. You see him really having to deal with the dirt flying up into the windshield. I would imagine that they'd probably have to run with about 30 different tear-offs in order to get this and make the tear-offs accessible by the driver to make sure that windshield stays clean for the entire race. That's got to be just cake on, unless they try like the actual dirt drivers race where there is no windshield and everything is just coming right through where the windshield should be and pelting them left and right. Q-Dog, thank you very much for joining the chat today. Let's see. I need to turn my mic up some. I'm already yelling. Oh, but just for you, I'll turn it up here just a little bit. All right. That should be just a tad bit better. Let's see. Here's Jelly Roll trying to get to the inside of the 12 and Double J. Kind of really throwing in there. Double J protecting his line to where he's able to get in and get off the corner with a lot of throttle. Get the left wheels back down on the, I guess it's an apron. Here, coming through 3 and 4, just now getting to that start finish line. Again, point that truck to the inside of the line. There's, I think that was a 9 of Carroll looping it around again, but it looks like because it was just him and there wasn't really a whole lot of other contact, we're gonna stay green. I'm actually gonna go ahead and pull up Matt's stream right now, so I can get an. Actually, I'll go to a Carroll stream and get a lap count. Looks like they've got 33 laps remaining in stage 2, so 33 laps, and then we'll get to the meat and potatoes of this dirt race. Let's see, Country Girl, who do you have for the Super Bowl tonight? As I'm going to continue to work my way through. Or Coey, who do you have? Q-Dog, who do you have? Knights, I know your Cheatriots aren't in the Super Bowl this year, but if you're still here, who do you have, sir? Here's the 6 Cadillac and his old Mark Martin throwback truck. Looks every time I see that, the Valvoline, I know I know what you call it. Alex Bowman has Valvoline on the 88 this year, or had him last year. I don't know about this year, but I can't see the Valvoline colors without thinking of Mark Martin, especially with that 6 on the roof. So good race so far by Cadillac. Let's see, 30 laps to go. Keeping an eye on the 1 of God Power right behind the 2 of Dooman. All nose to tail. You would think right now that they were drafting, but they're absolutely not. Country Girl saying, no one, I will not cheat on my team. And after the conversation in the Xfinity race the other night, I know that she's a Giants fan. I'm not just kidding. I know that she's a Steelers fan. So, yeah, well, can't win them all or win any, I guess sometimes. But looks like next caution has flown. So, you know what? Overall, guys, even though this is like their 5th caution, 2 of them being for stages, 3, I can't call that a lot of cautions, not by any means, but yeah, it should be pretty good. We're going to rack and stack them back up, get ready for this final 25 laps or so, I'd say, here in stage 2. You got 13 truck of Soroka on the outside of the 6 of Cadillac, with the 2 of Dooman right to his inside, and I think that's 27 right there of old Jelly Roll trying to get behind that 13. Not 100% sure, but if it's not, he is absolutely digging. But to see the 6 of Cadillac up here, that goes to show he's got some dirt skills too. He's hanging right in there with everybody. I mean, he's trying to pace his field, trying to pinch that 13 down. But it looks like the 6 probably went a little bit higher than he really wanted to. Let's see here. Oh, absolutely, Country Girl. I've been a Giants fan since 1986, probably before you were born, young lady. That was the first Super Bowl that my father actually let me stay up and watch. So yeah, I've been a Giants fan a long time. Keep going through the field. There's 69 of Rowdy Burns. There's with the 88 of Watt Racing to his outside, right along with the 8. It looks like they might have been thinking about a little bit of 3 wide, but thought better of it. There's 27 of Jelly Roll. Kind of right around mid-pack. Looks like he's trying to knock that wall down a little bit. 16 truck is going to get to his inside. Jelly Roll definitely has a little bit of damage there. I don't think on this track it's really going to affect him much. It might make him a little tight, but that just means you up the right rear a little bit, get it to kick around a little more, and you're right back on track as long as you can control the throttle, I'd imagine. Let's keep going through here. There's 6 of Shadowlack again on the outside of the 13 as they bang doors, coming off 3 and 4 just past the start finish line with the 1 truck of God Power right behind him. So God Power's now going to try to look to the inside of the 6, keep it down, maybe try to get to the inside of the 13. 13 definitely slammed the door on him. 6 and 1 door to door, going down this very, very short straightaway to turns 1 and 2. 6 of I just said his name. There we go. Shadowlack. There we go. All over the back bumper of the 13. 1's all over the back bumper of the 6. These guys nose to tail. Looks like God Power is going to continue to try to challenge this 6, getting into each and every corner. Now, I don't think on dirt there's really much of a thing about out-braking. I would assume if you try to out-brake somebody, it's going to throw you a little loose. But as you can see, they're hugging the concrete wall around the turns, both 1 and 2, as well as 3 and 4. Earlier, when I was watching Cowboy Matt, he almost had the truck pointed towards that inside wall. These guys are getting into it just a little bit different. It may just be difference of tire wear or looseness, model, or I honestly couldn't tell you. I didn't run a whole lot of laps at this track, but I'll tell you, these guys are absolutely digging. Eldora is going to have to hire Striker to cart in some dump trucks full of mud to replace what these trucks are ripping up tonight. Let's keep going through. Country Girl, NNR Country. How about that? Thank you. You know what? Another reason you are NNR's #1 fan. That's awesome. That's really cool. That just took the spotlight from the top 3. But let's get back to Dooman here. We're really starting to run a whole lot of single file. Here's back to the 12 of Double J. He led some laps earlier. 33 of Old Trippy Main. Sully in the 7 again, a new guy that's just joined NNR. There's that 18 NNR Cowboy. Absolutely. Fair enough. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's really cool. You'll be NNR's first. You'll be our honorary first female member of NNR. How's that sound? I think that sounds pretty cool. I'm going to keep going through. Here's the 51 of, look at that. He used to be KG Swats. Now he's NNR Swats. Look at these guys. There's 90, old Pop Bear. Running pretty strong and steady. I'd guess he's probably right around 10th or 11th place. Not too bad of a showing. As I'm guessing that's IHE, not LHE. 53 says yes, you can brake on dirt. HD's not in the stream nights, but he'd get a kick out of that too. Let's see. Here's the 09 Lone Star Racer. I haven't really talked a whole lot about him. I think this is like maybe his second or third race only with NNR. But running back here, kind of just logging laps, waiting for that last stage to kick off. Here's a 9 truck of Carroll. Carroll looks like he's really trying to dig up on that high side as the one of God Power's able to get around him. Looks like Carroll's pretty much dealing with an ill-handling truck. Um, some people were saying to really run this track right, you just got to kind of flick it into the corner. You can't steer it. I know I could not just flick it into the corner. I had to steer it, and it didn't work out for me. I went completely around. As you see, the 9 and the 1 make a little bit of contact right there. I don't know if that was payback for something or what that was, but the 9 of Carroll, he really looks like he is digging. He's trying his hardest. Look at him throwing it into the corner, steering right, steering left, steering right, steering left. Carroll's driving that thing for all it's worth. Now, as you see, he's under attack by the 8 truck. 8's going to try to get to his inside quarter panel. Carroll's going to be able to hold the throttle high and wide. A little bit of contact with the door right there. The 8's going to be able to get to his inside. Carroll really drove it into the corner right there. He's able to keep the 8 behind him, and he looks like he's kind of getting that thing back under control. Maybe he found where he was able to gain a little bit of speed. Not quite sure, but it looks like Carroll's holding his own. Great racing. Back up with the 13 of Soroka. And, let's take a look at the front of this truck. That thing looks very, very clean. I remember a line from the movie Dale, where Junior said in an interview, you could always go out and tell where his dad, or I'm sorry, Senior was able to go out and tell where his dad ran the night before, judging by the amount of red clay he had on his hood. If he had barely any, he knew that he ran up front most of the night. If it was covered, he pretty much had a bad race. I would imagine that would go the same here. Even though the graphics don't really show a whole lot of dirt on the hood, you can just use your imagination. Looks like under caution here, I'm going to guess that was the end of stage 2. We're going to start the end of stage 3. I'm going to pull up the stream from the 18 truck of NNR Matt and see how we kick off the restart. Yep, that was the end of stage 3, or stage 2 rather. Stage 3 is going to be a full 60 laps. So we're going to start them back off again for 60 more laps until we can declare our first and only dirt race winner. So you got the 6 car of NNR Cadillac to the inside of Soroka. You got the 2 of Dooman also down on that low line. And I'm not quite sure who's in. Oh, that wasn't actually the beginning here. Let me switch up this camera so I can make sure I'm giving you guys the right information. I just assumed because Soroka was there that he was the leader. See that? You never know. But you can definitely see the 88 holding strong out on the outside. There's the 8. There's the 27 of Joel, giving a little bit of fit to the 8 truck right there. Jelly Roll should be able to get the hammer down a little bit quicker than the 8. Whole lot of contact between these two. You see the 1 truck of God Power really pushing up into the 8. There's the 27 and the 8, or 27 and the 1 making contact. That's going to force the 13 of Soroka to the inside. Now it's side by side between the 1 and the 27. The 1 truck is all over the left rear quarter panel of that 27 truck of NNR Jelly Roll, but they're able to sort it out. Now they're going to be back under fire by the 8. All this happening right in front of the 69 of Rowdy Burns. So Rowdy's got a great vantage point. All he's got to do is really hope that one of these guys mess up to where he can take advantage. But the 27 is now to the outside of the 8. 1 truck of God Power is taking over the lead and back under caution. Whew. You can really talk a mouthful here, can't you? Man. Knight saying Carroll's truck is a University of Tennessee paint scheme for his papa. Man, that's pretty cool. I did mention something about his grandfather passing in the beginning of the stream. Of course, I talked a little bit about Jelly Roll's son Ethan. How we're still, all pulling for Ethan. I don't know here. I don't know. That would be something though. Although I think she'd correct me with everything I said. I don't know. That's pretty cool, Knights. Yeah, that's actually really cool. All right, so back green, 69 Rowdy Burns sitting here in P4. I think that was the 2-truck of Doom-Man to his inside. So big battle right now between the 8 and the 1 of God Power. Now again, God Power is not running for points. God Power is just simply running to run. I mean, he is an admin of the Truck Series, so he's still able to get down and dirty, especially here at Eldora with these guys. He's really hugging that bottom line, getting that truck to turn into and off the center of the corner. A little bit better than the 8, but the 8's got the momentum of that high side. He's a little bit of contact there again. 8 trucks going towards the wall. 1 really had to just kind of let him go there. I don't know if that was a pit maneuver attempt or what that was, but God Power is absolutely all over the left rear quarter panel of that 8 truck. Big battle. Again, this is all happening in front of the 69 of Rowdy Burns. You know he's got to be hoping that these guys take them out, take each other out, so they go to the back and he's able to capitalize and maybe try to pull away. But let's see who's behind this 69. There's the 6 truck of NNR Cadillac behind them. I believe that's the 13 of Soroka. But man, they are still digging through. Let's keep working our way through the field here. There's 27 in Jelly Roll. There's Cadillac. Really hope it. Now, Rowdy Burns had a really good view of everything that was happening. Now Soroka's going to try to get into that mix. Soroka's going to duck to the inside of that 6. There's the 69 of Rowdy Burns in front of these 2. So it almost looks like these guys, these top 5 right here, are kind of equal. And I tell you, they are getting after it. They almost looked like at one point it was like the 5 dots on a dice. The way they were running, 2 on the outside, 1 in the center, and 2 more on the outside. That's pretty cool. I didn't know what to expect from the race today, but they are they're really digging. They are absolutely digging. Let's keep going through here. Looks like the 1 of God Power has officially been able to take the lead from the 8, as he's now going to be under fire by the 13 of Soroka. Looks like Soroka's truck is coming in, although he's got a little bit of a challenge here by the 69 of Rowdy Burns. Something must have happened. Okay, yeah, Rowdy might have tagged that wall, or somebody got into him or something. I'm not quite sure. He's definitely falling back here just a little bit. But here comes the 69 back on him with the 8 to his inside. These top 4, top 5 are, man, they're all about it. I don't know if I would personally be able to control a truck going sideways, getting on the gas, getting on the brake to keep off of somebody from my outside or inside. And these guys are doing it with ease. I was anticipating that this was going to be a big caution fest. And you know what? These guys have proven again and again and again why they were the best on the preset scale here on Xbox. Heat 4, 704 games. These guys are the best. I'm going to keep going through. Double J. There's 7 truck Sully, kind of back of the pack here, just kind of feeling things out. There's I can't even call him Cowboy Matt anymore. It's just Cowboy. But no, I'm glad to see Matt showing his NNR colors. He's actually got it. The black and red with a little bit of yellow there from the Moog sticker. Hey, what do you know? But here's the 45 of Duncan, right to the outside of the 18 of Matt. These guys running side by side. NNR Swats, again, used to be KG Swats. His big brother, Cadillac, driving the 6, also in the field tonight. Yeah, IE53, I guess that's how you pronounce it. Yeah, that's dirt racing. Rubbing is absolutely racing. I remember a few years back when Morgan Shepherd made the race, a whole lot of rubbing and racing was going on, and he was able to make that field. I think it was actually in a party with Knights when that race was going on. That was pretty cool. I think it was Morgan Shepherd. I'm pretty sure it was I think it was actually I think it was the 51 truck, so it might not have been Morgan. I don't know. But I remember everybody made a big deal out of the biggest underfunded team on the track, and he raced his way into the main. So that was pretty cool. Keep going through. Here's the 13 of Soroka. Let's kind of change up our view, see what he's seeing right now. Right now, it looks like he's got nothing but the 17, and they are absolutely leaning all over each other. You see the 13 just kind of forced the 17 up the track just a little bit. Let's see. Dad Gamer Swiss, thank you very much for the earlier follow. I mentioned you in the beginning of the stream. Thank you very much. Absolutely appreciate. That's right. It was Norm Benning. I knew it was. Yep, you're right. You're right. Norm Benning, not the driver that I mentioned earlier. But yeah, that was a great race. I just remember the fire engine red machine that he drove to back down to. I don't think he went to victory lane because I think it was just a qualifying. But yeah, that was a big deal for Norm Benning. Let's keep going through. Back to the 69 of Rowdy Burns. Yep, it was not Morgan Shepherd. I don't think I've ever seen Morgan Shepherd in a dirt car, so I was absolutely wrong. Keep going through here. Shadowlac. So I guess Swats and Shadowlac both took advantage of the free day to go ahead and change your gamer tag. So again, anybody in chat that wants to change your gamer tag, today's the day where you can go ahead and do it, and it doesn't cost you a penny. So if you're not too happy with your Xbox gamer tag, if that's where you're watching from, you can now go on into your profile and attempt to change your name without that normal $9.99 fee. Let's see. Yeah, he absolutely got that. I do remember that it was a Ram. Way underfunded. I don't think he had anybody on there but the typical ones that you see on the fenders. So that was awesome. Keep going through. Here's the 88 of Watt Racing. Really haven't talked a whole lot about Watt today, but he is still your points leader. He's got about 40 points over the 13 truck of Soroka. So Soroka's up front. He's leading a lot here. I'm not quite sure who won stage 1 and stage 2, but with Soroka where he's at right now, he's definitely in a place to capitalize and make up even more points on the 88 of Watt Racing. Again, your 2018 truck champion. Back to the one of God Power. It looks like he's trailing the 13. So this could be another good night for God Power as well. He's been our in-race reporter. Talked to him a little bit during the stage break, or it might have been the caution before that, and he said that his truck was really a bit tighter than what he had seen in practice. And sometimes you'll get that just off of who hosts the race itself. You know, if Carroll is hosting the race and you're able to get some practice time with him earlier in the week, you kind of get a feel of what his connection is going to be like for your truck during the race. But either way, I mean, here he is trailing the 13 by maybe 3 truck lengths, if that, and having a great race. So it's going to be a good night for the one of God Power, a big confidence booster as he gets ready to head into this week. Now, the Xfinity and Cup guys, they're not obviously going to be at Eldora. Only the trucks can run here, although I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that wish they could. But they can. The Xfinity and truck guys are going to be at New Hampshire on Tuesday and Thursday night, both 9 o'clock Eastern. So, you know, again, 8 o'clock Central, 7 o'clock Mountain, 6 o'clock Pacific. You know, go on up, go to Twitter. It's _name_racing, as you see in that blue graphic right above the scrolling points, and send a follow to the Twitter. You will be followed back, usually pretty quick. If you're interested in NNR, please go to the site, just nnrleague.com, and feel free to leave a comment. What do you think of the racing? What do you think of the streaming? What do you think of NNR in general? Do you like it? Or there's actually now a store where you can go in and you can purchase yourself a hoodie. You can buy a wall clock, buy a pillow. You can buy a polo. Maybe your work is like mine, where it's kind of like business casual. You can buy yourself a polo with the NNR logo on it. Regular T-shirts. There's all kinds of things that you can do to show your NNR pride. I myself, I bought a 15-ounce mug, a roll of stickers, and a deck of playing cards. And over this last week, my mother and father-in-law were in town. We sat around playing cards for a night and using those cards. So that's pretty cool. To keep going through the field. But yeah, again, please go to nnrleague.com and leave us a comment. I saw somebody going around right there, but it doesn't look like it's going to bring out the caution just yet, as we're keeping an eye on the 33. It'd be Maine. I think there used to be a rapper or something, Maine, wasn't there? Let's see here. Hey, Tina Matt. Cowboy, sorry, you can't call him Matt anymore. No, I'm just kidding. But let's keep on keeping on. Here's NNR Swats. Old Papa Bear chugging along still. I tell you what, Papa Bear really likes his forest green with the white numbers, and it's like like old John Deere colors. Let's actually ride along with Papa Bear as we head around the track. He just crossed the start-finish line. Going to try to keep it high through 1 and 2. Duck down just a little bit, get back in the throttle off the corner, up high again, arc it back down into 3 and 4, get really, really close to that line, a little bit of contact there, and it looks like that was just lag. Somebody lagging pretty hard, either that or the game just righted them, maybe the 9 of Carroll hit him and corrected him. I don't really know. Let's see. Country Girl saying she needs a cup. Well, Country, I just mentioned it. Go to nnrleague.com, click on the store tab. They've got 12-ounce coffee mugs as well as 15-ounce coffee mugs. The one I've got is a 15-ounce. I thought it would be able to put a lot of coffee in there. I'm thinking 15 ounces. And then I go downstairs and I realize I've got a 24-ounce down there. But you know what? Still, it don't matter. It's all about the community. I know Mountaineer, he bought himself a polo, and not only did he buy it for himself, but he got a little bit of extra work done to it. Underneath the NNR logo, he actually got his gamer tag embroidered into the shirt. So when Mountaineer's at work, telling him to flip cameras behind his news desk, or when he's directing the channel to move along, he's doing it with a little bit of NNR pride on his chest. So Mountaineer, got a shout out to you, man. Let's see here. Chaos Outlaw looks like he's got a little bit of damage to his hood, as 69 Rowdy Burton's able to work his way to his inside. There's the 6 of NNR Shadilak. He's also going to try to get around the inside of Chaos Outlaw as well. A little bit of force up the track there, kind of pinched him up towards the wall, but Outlaw knows how to control his truck. He didn't fall victim to it, kept it off the wall, and actually ended up coming back around to the 6 and giving him a little bit of a shot to his bumper. Let's keep going through. It looks like because the 9 truck of Carroll is sideways, his truck is kind of ghosted right now. Ingalls wants to know is winning. So let me go ahead and pull up Matt's stream and see if I can find out. Man, Matt he's really digging. Um, the person that is winning right now is actually in the middle of the backstretch. So let me see if I can find who that might be. I'm gonna guess it's probably the 13 here of Soroka. I'm actually I'm gonna mute myself, and I'm gonna give you guys a full couple laps around this track with Soroka. See where he gets on gets out of the throttle, gets on the gas. Big wreck right there by the 8. I don't know if that's gonna bring out the caution or not. Nope, it doesn't like it. So the 13 Soroka is going to be able to get it back, get it righted, get it back to digging. But yeah, again, let's take a couple laps around Eldora with the 13 Soroka.
Top 3 was myself, Soroka, and Rowdy Bears.
Well, there you got it. Top 3 right there was God Power, Soroka, and Rowdy Burns in his 69. And that is going to that's the end. Yay, how about that? All right. We got so busy talking about the racing and enjoying it all. Man, it's kind of hard to keep pace with where everybody is when everybody is running a custom setup. So I apologize for that. But remember, please keep Ethan in your thoughts. Um, we gotta, again, this is it's an 18-month-old baby. Um, we're still all running, um, still running Ethan Strong. All right, so let's see. The top 3 he said was God Power, Soroka, and then um, Rowdy Burns. So those 3 will come over and join me in the booth for some post race interviews and post race talk. I'm sure there'll be quite a bit to
I'll be
say.
right back.
All right, let me go ahead and switch this up here. Country Girl says she's gone ahead and changed her name on Twitter too to NNR Country Girl, and I know it used to just say His Country Girl, so that's pretty cool. Again, Country Girl, definitely appreciate you, but we're gonna get on over to our top 3 now. Again, got God Power, Soroka, and then Rowdy Burns. 1, 2, and 3. We'll actually go ahead and start with Rowdy as soon as I get back to my channel here. All right, Rowdy, got me.
Yeah, what's up?
P3, sir. Great points tonight for you. Just after you tell me that you came from dirt and I had no clue. Thanks for teaching me a lesson, I guess.
Yeah. That's usually how it goes with when I run with Soroka. He usually wins, and I'm second or third. No
Well,
difference, trucks or late models.
well, I you got a lot of camera time tonight when you were behind the one of God Power with the 8 to his outside, and I'm sure you were just riding there hoping that those 2 got together, maybe collected each other and sent to the back off a caution, and you were able to maximize, but it didn't really turn out that way. God Power was saying earlier that his truck was running a lot tighter than what he had felt in practice. How was your truck?
It was a tad bit tighter, but that last pit stop I took 2 hoping to get track position. It worked out for me, and taking the 2 actually loosened it up great for the end. I actually was setting my faster lap times on the older tires towards the end.
All right. Um, Earlier, I think it was Chaos Outlaw told me that the wear on tires at dirt is different than the wear on asphalt. I guess he said there isn't actually wear; it was a different term. Uh,
Uh,
what
it
what was
they
that?
do wear. They do wear. It's just on dirt.
Yeah,
You generally in a 40 lap run you only lose 2% compared to you run asphalt. When you run asphalt, if you run a full run on fuel, you're going to be down to 10% on your tires.
gotcha. Well, man, this is gonna. I did the points earlier. You were 120 points behind Watt Racing. I'm sure this is gonna be a great boost
Yes.
in those points tonight. Congrats on your P3. Any shout outs, sir?
Same as always, Team Ramrod, and then fucking dirt. Or sorry for cussing. The dirt guys that I run with all the time really helped out here. Knew the line pretty good. Soroka knows the line too. There's a specific line you want to run here.
Well,
So,
I
and to all
guess
the NNR guys, you as usual, Pete, doing a good job
I
in the
appreciate it.
booth.
Well, man, it was fun to watch you. It was fun to see you battle. A little bit of contact here and there, but there's I think the guy's name was like he 43 or something like that. He said racing on dirt is rubbing.
Oh
And
yeah.
yeah, that's you guys
I'm
did a
sorry.
lot of that tonight.
I know I run asphalt, but I always live by the adage: asphalt's for getting there, dirt's for racing.
Well, you did a great job tonight. Congrats.
Thank you very much, sir.
Soroka.
Yeah.
Is that Japanese? What is that?
No, that's a Polish last name.
Well, Gesundheit. There you go. Um, Man, you are here week in and week out, whether it's the Truck Series, Xfinity Series, Cup Series. It seems like you're stronger and stronger. Um, I had either you, the sentimental favorite Jelly Roll, picked. I learned a little bit about Rowdy Burns, and I didn't know Shadalac was. I mean, there's a lot of guys that were really fast tonight, and you seem like you had to battle your whole way through almost all the time. Getting under the 2 at Duman, trying to get to the inside of the 6, getting around the 8. Tell us about your race.
It was a good race, other than getting wrecked a couple of times. I should have won that race, which I don't know. There was people taking 2 tires, and I took 4 most of the times because I know tires are needed at Eldora because I've ran it so many times. So all in all, it was a good race.
Man, it really was a good race. I was expecting it to be a whole lot of cautions, but it really wasn't. I don't. Is there a setting in the dirt, or do the trucks just run differently on dirt than they do on asphalt? Are they naturally a little bit tighter, or is it the same to where you guys are just really wheeling it?
Um, they seem a little tighter on dirt than on asphalt.
Okay. Yeah, 'cause with all that contact, you would have figured that uh, a few more trucks would have gone around, but you
Yeah,
all
actually,
you all
you
had.
can actually. Sorry, repeat.
Okay, go ahead.
You can actually lean on people on Eldora really, really hard and not spin them out.
I saw that quite a bit. People leaning on them almost all the way up to the wall, and then kind of holding their line and keeping it going. But man, congrats, P2. You're gonna cut off a lot of that 40-point deficit between you and Watt Racing. Who won the 2 stages?
I did, I believe. Soroka.
Damn. So yeah, there you go. So you got pretty close to max points. I'm assuming that you're going to gain a lot once the points are out. I would imagine that you'll probably be in a bit of a hurry to go to nnrleague.com to take a look at the point standings after tonight once goes ahead and updates them. But man, congrats on P2. Any shout outs,
Thank
sir?
you. Team Ramrod. Hell yeah.
Simply said. All right. God power.
Yeah.
What are you making me call your name for?
I like
Is
hearing
it
them.
because I said during the Cup race at Talladega last week, I told HD, I said, God Power's been kind of flying in under the radar. He's clicking off these top fives, top tens, but staying. We're not really talking about you as much as we did last year. Not sure if it's just a difference in the game or difference in practicing or whatever it is, but tonight, I know that you're not out there for points. There's basically just helping Carol get the league or getting the community going since Smitty wasn't here. So you're kind of like Carol's admin. But man, you put on a pretty good show tonight. Lap after lap, I was on the hood view of the 69 at Rowdy Burns watching you and the 8 just battle it out for the lead. And eventually you were able to get by. The 13 of Soroka gave you a little bit of a shot. The 2 of Dooman gave Soroka a shot. There's a whole lot going on. You mentioned during one of the cautions that your truck was running tighter than how it was in practice. What did you do to get that fixed?
Uh, Honestly, I brought my wedge down a couple of clicks. That's about all I did. But no, first of all, I was side by side with that 8, and I got a shot from. I know he was in the party sitting here saying that I never got around him until I bumped him, and I got a shot from the rear, and that's why I did bump him. So I'm sorry about that. It's racing, it happens, and I also want to give a big shout out to Soroka because he definitely had that race one, literally coming across the line for the white flag. He got hit, and I took advantage of it.
Wow. So I guess I was on the wrong truck, but then again, I didn't realize that the 40 laps were over with. I got so busy talking about all the action on the track. But man, uh, congrats! I know that this isn't a points thing for you. It's all about the trophy. The one and only dirt race that NNR runs this year. You can claim it yours, man. Any shout outs?
Uh, Shout out to Carol, Coey, you for streaming. Coey puts on this NNR program. Carol runs the truck series. It's pretty good family here in NNR, and I can't wait many more years to come from it. So let's just hope we can get our cup program going strong again. Started off season strong, just can't quite finish it off right now. But
Yeah,
we're slowly getting there.
yeah. It's always a work in progress. Trying to learn a new uh, game put out by 704. It's going to be really interesting to see how Heat 5 comes along. I know when the Pro League drivers were able to go to Charlotte last year for the inaugural race, they all got to try out certain aspects of Heat 4, and they saw what was kind of on the drawing table for 5 and Heat 6. So yeah, there's still a lot coming. Um, but man, congratulations to all three of you. You put on a hell of a race, one and only dirt race, top three. Good job. Um, for me, guys, please, I go on up. Whether you watch this race now or you watch it later, mash that follow button, hit the subscribe button if you don't mind supporting the stream. Um, Hit the notifications. That way, every time NNR goes live, you know about it. You can tune in, keep up with me and HD on Thursday nights, or me and Stout, or whoever the guest is on Tuesday nights. I hope you all enjoy the Super Bowl, whether you're only going to watch it just for the commercials like me and the halftime show. I want to see Shakira shake her thing. Um, but um, yeah, go on up and tag it. Um, I'll be glad to talk to you during the race, the same as I do with Coey and Country Girl and Knights and Ingalls and CGMX Rose and anybody else that joins the party. Papa Bear's family, I want to say thank you to you guys as well. You know, Papa Bear's son and daughter, they live up in Massachusetts, I believe they said, and Papa Bear's now down in Randleman, really close to the old Richard Petty garages, and they've got a chat, and Papa Bear gave them the stream's information to log in and watch their dad race during Sunday and Tuesday nights. That's pretty cool. That says a lot. So, big shout out to Papa Bear's family. Thank you very much for logging in and following. It's always great. Definitely a family affair. IHE 53 again. Thank you, Mountaineers. You know I appreciate you. I mean, there's a lot of guys that tune in every week, and I don't want you to go unrecognized. Dad Gamer Swiss, I know you just joined last week, but again, go on up, hit the follow button, subscribe if you can, hit the notifications. You'll know whenever we go live. Go to nnrleague.com, check out the full site, visit the store. But until Tuesday night, I will catch y'all around the track later. All right, guys. Good racing. Good racing.
Soroka. You got your ears on?
Kind of silly if you did.
Soroka
Yeah,
got
it would be
screwed
kind of
by
silly
Big
when.
Pun. Yeah, no, that Lone Star guy, I'm glad he's out. That he completely ruined that race.
Oh wow.
Well,
Did
he
he
took
win?
out I have video of it. He took out Soroka first in the second stage. Then I was passing him. I was passing him for second place, and he just drove me straight down